There you see Dory Funk Jr. now entering the ring and shaking hands with the champion, and now offering his hand to the challenger, Mike Graham. And Graham just a club across the side of the jaw of Dory Funk Jr. Reggie Park stepping in between them very quickly. There's a tremendous amount of animosity, and now you see Dory Funk Jr. Taking some cheap shots at Graham when he had that sweater pulled up around his head. The animosity between the Funks and the Grahams has deepened, and there you see Funk doing everything he can to put as much burden and as much injury on Mike Graham as possible. Deep into the match, it is Mike Graham and Ric Flair. Flair with that full body scissors. Graham breaking free from it, goes into a full Boston Crab. And it is Mike Graham battling now to gain that N.W.A. World Heavyweight Championship. Flair, who has been a fighting champion. No one can deny this fact. Flair has had to pick up all of the commitments of the previous champion, and this, of course, is the standard procedure with the National Wrestling Alliance. Anytime the champion loses the belt, the new champion must pick up all contractual commitments and go on. So, in other words, you are no longer master of your own destiny. You are no longer master of your own fate. You must immediately go out and fulfill all of the obligations of the old champion. And so it is Flair here who is now moving against Mike Graham. You notice Flair favoring the left leg considerably. Mike Graham seizes that opportunity, goes after that leg once again. Flair off his feet, back to the canvas. And may I just say that Flair, of course, as we said, has been a fighting champion, but here facing a tremendously tough challenge in Mike Graham. Graham unhooks a hard right hand, another hard right hand. Flair fires back, and both men now exchanging hard hands and fists to the head. It is the referee rolled to one side. Mike Graham has him down, and that looked like it could have been a 3 count. It looked to me like it could have been a 3 count, but the referee outside the ring, and neither man able at that point to gain a pinfall or submission hold on the other. But again, deeper into the match now, it is still Ric Flair and Mike Graham. Both of these men exponents of the figure 4 leg lock. Mike Graham uses the Eddie Graham figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair uses a variation and comes with that leg lock to the opposite side. An interesting variation, but the match taking a grueling toll now on both men. No question about this. As we get into these closing moments, bear in mind that in a 1-fall, 1-hour time limit match, only a couple of moments remaining in this 1-hour match. I might also point out there have been no timeouts. There have been no rest periods. There's been no huddles. These men have been going at it now, at each other, full bore, for 1 solid hour, equivalent to roughly 4 football games. If you're talking about total body contact, you have about 14 and a half minutes of actual body contact in a pro football game. Here, these men are going at it for 1 hour non-stop at this point. So going into about 58 minutes, they're about equal to 4 professional football games, and they're still going. They have not had the benefit of any kind of protection around their bodies except their bodies themselves. It's Mike Graham, a full slam, Flair into the ring, and there goes Mike Graham now getting set for that figure 4. Flair breaks it up, gouges across the face and into the eyes of Mike Graham. And Flair, a desperate champion here, knowing full well that this man is taking him right to the limit and with one goal in mind, and that is to win the N.W.A. World Heavyweight Championship. Flair, in desperation, hurdles Graham outside the ring, then goes outside the ring after him. And Flair, I'm sure here, hoping for anything, a disqualification, anything at all that he can get to pull himself away from this match and this tremendous challenge at the hands of Mike Graham. Graham has him down, but the bell has rung. The bell has rung. Neither man willing to give up the fray, more particularly Mike Graham not willing to give up the fray. But I believe at this point the bell has rung. It is all over, and neither man able to gain a pinfall.